Okay, so this is going to be one of my quick videos. So for this video, what I'm demonstrating are Fuzion's Colors products. So Fuzion's Colors products are HEMA-Free. They generally cover in like 1 or 2 coats, and I'm really demonstrating it as an alternative to Light Elegance's buttercreams. So recently there was some controversy regarding Light Elegance, and I didn't like any part of it. Because I didn't like any part of it, I'm choosing to put my money where my mouth is, and I'm choosing to not continue to buy them. Also, the last 2 buttercream collections were disgustingly sheer. This is from, I believe the summer collection, and this is called Agave. This color is sticky. The jar is nicely full, but this color was just so sticky, and it barely covered. So buttercreams, when they first came out, and I'm going to show you one of the ones when they first came out. And this one is a rare one. It's called Midsummer's Night. I actually have quite a few jars of it. So here's what Midsummer's Night looks like. It's a dark blue. Very beautiful dark blue. Colors like this are kind of hard to find. Unfortunately, one thing I don't think you can see, let me just try to get up close to the camera. There are these tiny black specks in it. That's not for me. That's from unground pigment. So when I did complain about the unground pigment, Light Elegance was nice enough to replace some of my jars. However, I had so many with unground pigment, where you see little flecks of black in it, that it was just like, you can't replace all of them. Plus, this color was discontinued when I asked. Alright, but old Light Elegance buttercreams would generally cover in 1 coat. Buttercreams are meant to be applied in a thin coat over a fully finished nail. And there's blues and greens that generally don't cover in 1 coat. Alright, so that's what this color looks like in 1 coat. Obviously, we'll give it some forgiveness because it is a blue, and because we're using it to cover something. You can still kind of see the design that was back there earlier, but that's what buttercreams were supposed to do. Cover up that design so you didn't have to file down all of your product. So let's just cure this. Let's take this one. This is just a demonstration I did using Your Churn, which is a buttercream, black tie, and some Fuzion's Foils gel. Fuzion's Foils is a HEMA-free foil glue, so you can use it to adhere foil. And I just used Social Butterfly here for the rim. Your Turn is now discontinued. Social Butterfly is also discontinued. Now we have Agave. Alright, we'll give Agave a bit of forgiveness because we're attempting to cover black, but I'm going to have to use maybe 2 more coats of Agave just to cover up that black. So now I'm going to show you Fuzion products. So in fact, I'm going to go one further. I'm going to wipe this off. And so, just to wipe all gel products, I know every brand says, oh, you need to use our cleanser, but you know what? I'm using 99% isopropyl alcohol for technical use that I got off of Amazon. Oops. That's what I use. So let's just fully clean that. Let me also get the glue from my brush out of this jar. I also want to note this is the first time I'd actually received an LE jar that was this full. That just seemed crazy to me when I saw it. So, Fuzion released this color called Lookbook. And it's part of their runway collection, and it just came out. Now, when I cut open jars of color gel nowadays, I cut a hole in the middle, this way that I don't get product on the sides, and I can just, and then the jar doesn't leak. These don't leak, but I just prefer it that way. So with this product, you don't need a lot. Do you see the level of coverage you're getting? Let me get closer. You can't even see that I really did a French underneath. I don't really need a second coat. It's a lot thinner than the buttercreams as well. So Fuzion, when they initially had their Colors product, the Colors product was either meant to be embedded in a nail or was meant to go on top. No, sorry. The cartoony looking Fuzion's product that I remember, and I call it cartoony looking because that's kind of what kept me from it. The packaging looked a little cartoony, but their new packaging looks I like it. It looks very sleek and professional. You know how it's just like, it looks solid. But their more solid looking product is meant to go on top, or it's meant to be embedded. And so you see, that's one coat. One coat completely covered the design underneath, and I'm going to just cure it. Alright, and this color is called Lookbook. It's a dark blue. This, when they sell it in the collection, it comes as 8 grams, and these buttercream jars come as 5 grams. One thing that I've probably noted on these buttercream jars is that they crack a lot. They break apart a lot. These are plastic from top to bottom. There will be no breaking unless you actually break them. These are not a hard plastic these are not a hard plastic that I will make excuses for. These are just a regular plastic jar from top to bottom. It's filled with 8 milligrams of product, so you get 3 more grams than this. You only have to use 1 coat of this. You have to use 2 coats of this. Tell me which one finishes faster. Alright, so that's Lookbook. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to cover Lookbook with... let's pick a color. I don't want to cover it with another blue. Let's cover it with brown. So this is also from that same collection. This is a red so dark it's brown. And I'm going to take it. Same thing. Just in a little bit. I'm going to completely cover up that blue. And here you can see, completely covers it up. There's no streaking of the blue underneath. Look at that. Solid coverage. From side to side. Alright, let's just cure that real quick. Alright. So now, I've been just using dark colors to cover. Now this color is also from the same collection, but I'm actually going to use this one first. This is from their 2021 fall collection. It's called Zen. I did a design with Zen on my sister, and it was beautiful. Now, they used to have this old seal, it wasn't foil, and you could just kind of lift it up like that using the cap, so there's that. I'm just going to give it just a little stir. Now I'm going to use that green. And we're using it to cover a brown. because it's not thick, because it's lighter and airier, just kind of goes on. I'm gonna push too. I push hard. Alright, did you see? Completely covers up the brown. From side to side. Let me even get closer. From side to side. Full coverage. Since I covered up all the brown, you can only see the blue underneath, right? Look at that. Alright, now let's take another color. Obviously, purple will cover up that green, but this is my favorite purple, and therefore I'm not going to use it. Unfortunately, this purple is discontinued. So I will not be using it, because I'm not going to waste it. I love this purple. However, this color is brand new, so we will be using it. This one's called Haute Couture. It is I'm going to call it, it's not a pea green. I don't know what to call it to describe, except like a muddy grass green, but not like suburban grass, more like city grass. I can't help it. I'm from New York. All right, so for this one, same thing. Okay, look at that. Once again, one coat coverage with no bleeding of the color underneath. The color, I would describe them as airy. The colors are very runny. Not super runny, but they're runny. But at the same time, you do get some buttercreams that are runny. I will actually show you an example of one. And a big offender of that one was, that really resonates. Give me a second. Alright. Can never get this jar open. If you put it upside down for a moment, half of it ends up in the cap. My home is cold. But when I initially got this buttercream, it was just everywhere. Let's give this one the one coat treatment. Obviously, that's not going to cover one coat. You can still see it. And it looks even worse off camera. Let's try second coat. Alright, now let's go for that second coat. With the second coat, it looks much better. You can see that coverage on the side is cleared up. Well, it's now been covered. The second coat looks much better. Now the problem lies in the fact that I only get 5 grams of this versus 8 grams that, and 8 grams means 1 coat and 5 grams means 2 coats. So it's about time that I moved on to a different product. I haven't bought anything from the past. Let me see. There was a summer collection. I didn't buy anything from the fall collection, and I didn't buy anything from the most recent winter collection. And yeah, that was it. So I think it's just time to pick up the paces and go with a new brand, because I'm just not happy with what I'm getting. So now that lookbook color, that blue, LE just came out with a similar color. That Pose color, the red that's so dark it's brown, LE just came out with a similar color. I think you know where to go now to go get a similar color that will actually cover in 1 coat, because those colors look sheer even on the model. And I was very disappointed with that. And with that, I hope I've given you a new option on what you can do if you want that 1 coat coverage, or if you just want to get away from this brand entirely. Now, I'm not about to sell my collection because I paid a lot for it, but you have your options now. Alright, thank you for watching my video, and take care.